Did you know the herbicide sprayed on most non-organic grains could be quietly reshaping your liver right now, even if you seldom set foot on a farm?
Welcome to Dr. Mercola's Cellular Wisdom. Stay informed with quick, easy-to-listen summaries of our latest articles, perfect for when you're on the go. No reading required. Subscribe for free at mercola.com for the latest health insights.
Hello, and welcome to Dr. Mercola's Cellular Wisdom. I'm Ethan Foster, and today we're examining how glyphosate exposure is fueling a nationwide surge in fatty liver disease, what the newest research tells us about early life vulnerability, and the concrete steps you can take this week to protect your long-term metabolic health.
I'm Alara Skye, and the numbers are hard to ignore. About 100 million Americans, including a growing share of children, already carry excess fat in the liver. A systematic review of 42 studies found a consistent pattern: higher urinary levels of glyphosate's main breakdown product, amino-methylphosphonic acid, meant higher fatty liver index scores, poorer liver enzyme panels, and faster progression towards scarring. Women between 40 and 60 who were hovering at the edge of diabetes showed the most pronounced damage. Yet no age group was spared.
Researchers didn't have to rely on questionnaires. Urine told the whole story. Each doubling of AMPA predicted steeper rises in alanine aminotransferase and gamma-glutamyl transferase, enzymes your doctor watches for silent injury. Those same individuals posted more hypertension, chronic kidney disease, obesity, and type 2 diabetes, suggesting that glyphosate isn't just a liver toxin. It's a metabolic disruptor, weaving through multiple organ systems at once.
Animal models supply the mechanism. Glyphosate primes liver tissue for inflammation, overwhelms its antioxidant defenses, and interferes with the enzymes that move fat out of cells. The result is oxidative stress, dysfunctional mitochondria, and fat droplets that stiffen into fibrosis. Over time, the organ that filters toxins, balances hormones, and stores vitamins loses flexibility, setting the stage for fatigue, insulin resistance, and eventually cirrhosis.
The outlook is even more alarming when exposure starts young. In the long-running Chamaco-S cohort, investigators tracked nearly 500 mother-child pairs from pregnancy through adolescence. At age 5, children whose AMPA levels merely doubled faced a 55% jump in metabolic syndrome risk by 18. Waistlines grew, fasting glucose crept upward, triglycerides spiked, and liver enzymes climbed 27% for every twofold uptick in that early urine sample. Proof that the seeds of adult disease are often sown in kindergarten.
Geography turns out to be destiny for many families. Kids living within a half-mile of glyphosate-treated fields carried markedly higher residues and far worse metabolic markers than peers farther away. Overweight children in those zones were hit hardest, suggesting that excess body fat and pesticide drift amplify each other's damage, tightening the window for early intervention.
How can a single molecule drive such a broad range of problems? Glyphosate mimics estrogen and other hormones, confusing the endocrine loops that tell you when to burn fat, when to store it, and when to repair tissue. It also accelerates free radical production, bathing organs in oxidative stress that ages cells prematurely. Layer on disrupted lipid processing, and you have a perfect recipe for steatohepatitis, an inflamed, scar-forming liver that struggles to keep blood chemistry in balance.
Your gut microbiome also takes a direct hit. Glyphosate blocks the shikimate pathway in beneficial bacteria, thinning critical colonies and loosening the gut barrier. As that wall weakens, inflammatory molecules leak into circulation, inflaming the liver from the outside, while glyphosate assaults it from within. The vicious cycle keeps spinning until the chemical inflow slows or stops.
Adults aren't immune once disease is established. A University of California San Diego team measured glyphosate in 97 biopsy-confirmed fatty liver patients. Those in the top exposure bracket showed the deepest scarring and most ballooned hepatocytes, regardless of age, weight, alcohol intake, or BMI. In their statistical models, glyphosate predicted liver damage more consistently than any other variable, underscoring its independent, dose-responsive toxicity.
Even modest exposure increases mattered. Participants whose urine held slightly higher glyphosate had measurably thicker collagen bands threading through the liver, a structural change that stealthily narrows the gap between functional organ and irreversible failure. The takeaway is sobering. You don't need to drink heavily or eat poorly to suffer glyphosate-linked liver damage. Everyday environmental contact is enough.
So where do you start cutting the load? First, filter the water you drink, cook with, and wash produce in. Municipal tests repeatedly detect glyphosate, and a quality countertop or under-sink system pulls the molecule before it reaches your glass. Second, prioritize organic or certified glyphosate-free versions of staples like oats, wheat, chickpeas, and lentils. Crops often desiccated with the herbicide shortly before harvest. Each swap trims cumulative intake that might otherwise build for decades.
Third, feed your microbiome every day with fermented foods such as sauerkraut, kefir, kimchi, or homemade yogurt. Their probiotic strains crowd out pathogens and patch up gut barriers weakened by glyphosate. Fourth, own your kitchen. Cooking at home with whole ingredients lets you avoid restaurant meals drenched in industrial seed oils and hidden genetically modified grains that carry pesticide residue from seed to serving plate. Fifth, if tests already show fatty deposits, boost choline through pastured egg yolks, grass-fed liver, arugula, or a well-absorbed cytocholine supplement so your liver can package and export fat instead of storing it.
Here's your challenge. Over the next 7 days, keep a simple ledger of every sip and bite. Replace at least 3 conventionally grown pantry items with organic alternatives, and install even a basic charcoal filter on your main kitchen tap. Those small steps immediately lower glyphosate inflow, give your liver space to clear existing stores, and can start nudging enzyme numbers in the right direction before your next checkup. Thank you for watching Dr. Mercola's Cellular Wisdom. We'll see you on the next episode.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe now and click the notification bell so you never miss an update. See you in the next video.